call, please, be?
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mr. Delaporte? Mr. Haas?
Here.
Mr. Gallotti?
Here. All right, the first item on tonight's agenda is the acceptance of the minutes from September 10th, 2019. Do you have a chance to read those, review those?
Yes.
Any modifications, any changes?
No.
No.
No? I'll say I have a motion to accept the minutes as written.
Motion to accept the minutes is written.
Second?
Second.
So moved. All right, so the first item on tonight's agenda is a public hearing, appeal number 197684, John D. Grogan, seeking an area variance, section 240-37 of the district regulations in an R20 zoning district, where 35 feet is required from a county or state road. The applicant can provide 30.3 feet, thus requesting a variance of 4.7 feet for the addition of a bedroom and a screened porch. The property is located at 91 Old Hopewell Road and is identified as tax grid number 6157-01-128597 in the town of Wappingers. Before I open the public hearing, just want to give the applicants a heads up that, there's a 4-member board tonight. We have a 5-member board. Just you can choose to go forward with the public hearing or postpone, whichever the applicant would like.
We will move forward.
Okay, so we will do so. So I have a motion to open up the public hearing.
I'll second.
I need a motion first. I need a motion to open
Motion
the
to
public
open
hearing.
the public hearing.
And then a second.
I'll second.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, so would you please state your name and
Sure.
what the variance is about and what
Sure.
you
Good
need?
evening. My name is Paul Pilon, S&P Architects. I'm here tonight with my client, John Grogan. He lives at 91 Old Hopewell Road. The Grogans would like to put an addition on their home. They'd like to put an 18-foot by 18-foot addition for a bedroom on their first floor, which they don't currently have. Their existing their existing bathroom is on the first floor, and as they start to age a little bit, they would like to be able to have one floor living. So in order to put the addition on, if you look at the site plan that's been provided, there's really basically only the one location that we have to put this addition on. On the west side of their house is their driveway, so they really can't put it there. On the rear of the house, inside the building, there's a set of stairs that are limiting us to get access to the back of the house. And there's also some septic items out in the rear yard. The front yard is the area where we're having a problem with the setbacks, which leads us to the east side of the building where we propose to put this addition.
Yeah, I think that we were all at the site visit, at the same time, we'll get a pretty good look, pretty good understanding of what you're up against there, and where you want to put the addition. Is there anybody in the audience that would like to speak in regard to this variance? Okay, any questions from the board?
I have none.
None.
No.
Yeah, we see it.
All right, so I'll make a motion to close the public hearing. I would
I'll
ask for a motion to close the public hearing.
Motion to close the public hearing.
Second?
I'll second.
So moved. Public hearing's closed. May I have a motion to deny or grant the applicant the variance?
I'll make a motion to grant the variance. The benefit cannot be achieved by any other means feasible to the applicant. There's no undesirable change in the neighborhood. The request is not particularly substantial. It will not have adverse physical or environmental effects. And the difficulty is self-created, so I vote to approve the application.
Okay, got a roll call, please, B.
Yes.
Oh, a second, I'm sorry, to have a second.
Okay, second.
Now roll call.
I so approve.
Mr. Delaporte?
Aye.
Mr. Haas? Mr. Gallotti?
Yes,
Yeah, I vote to approve B.
so your variance is granted.
Thank you very much.
You're very
Have a
welcome.
great evening.
Thank you.
I'm gonna just, you guys are all set. Have a good night.
Take care, Paul.
Yeah, I'm just gonna skip over the public hearing number 2 to the discussion, because that may take a little bit more time, so let these folks go ahead. So I'm gonna jump to the discussion. Appeal number 197685, Keith and Mary Beth Barrett. All right, seeking an area variance, section 240-37 of the district regulations in an R40 zoning district, where 25 feet to the side is required. The applicant can provide 11.5 for the construction of a 24 by 24 detached garage, thus requesting a variance of 13.5 feet. The property is located at 4 Glenbrook Court and is identified as tax grid number 6258-01401980 in the town of Wappingers. So would you please state your name and address for the record, please?
Keith Barrett, 4 Glenbrook Court, Wappingers Falls.
Great. Would you give us a brief description of what you need and why you need it?
All right, sir, well, for starters, I had a garage, a two-car garage that was in our house, and my mother's had 2 strokes. So, we're turning that into an apartment for her. So, that case, I lost the garage. So I would like to have a 2-car garage, right alongside of it, you know, obviously detached. Because, you know, it's tough to get her in and out of the car, and bad weather, rain and so forth. Plus, you know, we lost the garage. I think it would be a good idea, and that's what we would like, please.
Got it. Got it. Any questions from the board?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just for the record, you are attaching this to the house with a breezeway, correct?
Well, it's just, ma'am, it's just the
But
overhang.
it's a breezeway. I
Is
mean,
that what
it's
it's-
attached.
Okay,
Just,
I'm sorry.
because the way it's written, it looks like it's just
Yes, it's
attached. but it
correct.
will-
yes,
But it will actually be attached by a roof.
correct.
It has to be attached, or you're looking for a second variance.
Yeah,
If
no,
it's not attached, it's in the front yard.
no, it's
It's attached.
Yeah.
Physically, something attaching.
And it's all in uniform, the garage, with the way the roof goes, with the house. It's all gonna be in uniform, it's not gonna be like a big eyesore.
And
You
the
didn't
garage-
provide any drawings of the actual,
The problem is- Dave, do you have his,
how it's supposed to look, when, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
As far as the exterior cladding on the garage, will be the same as the house,
Yes, sir,
siding wise,
Everything.
siding, roofing.
yes.
Straightforward. Any questions? Any other questions from the board?
Well, I was gonna ask you about where the garage went. Then it looks like you have a driveway there in the drawings, but no garage, obviously, so it's,
Correct,
so, okay, thank you.
thank you.
Oh, hold on, you're not done yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh,
Would you- Not that easy, though. No, we generally do a site visit, so we have an idea of what you're doing and where you're doing it. We would probably schedule that for this Saturday around 9 o'clock if the board members can make it.
Works for me.
Work for you?
Yeah, it's good for
I'm
me.
9 o'clock, what we ask you to do, if you can outline, so basically the footprint of your garage or your addition, and if you could identify the property line that you need the variance to, that would be a great help.
There is a stake there,
Okay, perfect.
yes.
Okay, just if you can, either paint or ribbon off or somehow the footprint of your garage.
Sure.
So we can see how it fits in that space.
Absolutely.
Nothing elaborate, you know,
Okay.
just to give us an idea of that footprint. That'd be fine, and we'll be there on Saturday around 9 o'clock,
Okay,
okay? If you guys will be there, it'd be great.
Yes.
If you're not, okay. All right, great. So then we will, I think B has some homework for you, and we'll be there on Saturday.
okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Saturday is the
Schedule a public
28th.
hearing?
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Schedule a public hearing?
October 8th would be the
Okay.
public hearing.
Okay. All right, perfect.
So the 28th is the site visit.
Yep. Public hearing would be the 8th.
I think I'm not gonna be here on the 8th. I think B knows, but
got the message? You got the message? Public, the October 8th?
Thank you very much.
And I'm still trying to get the declaration approved.
Does everybody know where that is?
Right around the corner from me.
It's right around the corner for you, it's out by, going towards the airport.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You'll be fine, yeah.
Yeah.
By Stone Wall,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Barbara told me. That's out.
All right, next
30
up.
seconds to get there.
Site visit and Wednesday, public hearing.
All right, next up on the agenda is public hearing. Again, I'll let you guys know that there's a four-member board. You know, you can postpone to have a full board for a vote, or you can proceed with the public hearing. That would be entirely up to you.
So since the public hearing has been noticed, what you should do is open the public hearing, and then at the conclusion of the public hearing, you can decide whether you want to adjourn it or close it, and that'll be at the applicant's option.
Okay,
Good.
okay, fine.
Otherwise, you have to renotice, republish, and it's
Gotcha.
a lot of hassle and not worth it.
Okay, so, can we have a motion to open the public hearing?
Motion to open the public hearing.
Second?
I second it, okay.
Okay.
And when you do that, then you need to call the question, and just all in favor, please say aye.
All in favor, please say aye.
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 Okay, thank you.
Wonderful. All right, next on the agenda is appeal number 197673, 479 All Angels Hill Road Apartment House, seeking an area variance, sections 24056B and 24056C and D of the district regulations in an HM zoning district, where there shall be no increase in the number of permitted dwelling units resulting from additions made after 1962. The applicant is seeking a variance of building additions constructed after 1962. Where a minimum of a 40,000 square foot is required, the applicant can provide 22,098 square feet, thus requesting a variance of 17,902 square feet. Where there shall be no more than one dwelling unit for each 20,000 square foot of lot area, the applicant can only provide 22,108 square feet, thus requesting a variance of 57,902 square feet. The property is located at 479 All Angels Hill Road and is identified as tax grid number 635703210027 in the town of Wappingers. Okay, so would you gentlemen please describe what you need and why you need it one more time?
The current occupancy is a ceramic studio in the lower floor in the back half of the building. And there's also a two-bedroom apartment upstairs, which is a relatively small apartment. So the ceramic studio has been out of business for a while, so most of the building is vacant. And in order for a new owner to purchase the property and would like to get better use out of the property and also provide small rental apartments, modest rental apartments for this area. That's the basic
It's basically it.
goal.
Got it. Would the owner consider a plan with 3 dwelling units?
I think that would be, obviously, it would be an improvement over what's there now. So I suppose that should be part of the discussion, sure.
It would be part of the discussion, is that the board would prefer seeing a plan with 3 bedrooms, thus reducing, your variance requirements. Would we proceed, would we adjourn the public hearing?
Right, if the applicant is amenable to that, then the public hearing would be adjourned, and the applicant would then modify their plans and come back with a 3-bedroom, or 3-dwelling unit proposal for the board.
Well, we would definitely consider that. But keep in mind that the number of bedrooms would still likely be the same, and that's really the impact on the lot that's at issue here. I mean, besides the regulations which
The
aren't, there are other properties locally that are similar in nature with multiple apartments in the buildings, and we feel this is in keeping with some of those already existing.
So in this case, the code is written such that the variance is applied to dwelling units rather than bedrooms.
Correct.
And so the board, one of its obligations is to grant the least variance possible. And so while the number of bedrooms would stay the same, the board would still be able to grant a lesser variance. And it seems that that's the preference that the board is expressing at this point, to have 3 dwelling units rather than 4, even if the bedroom count were to stay the same.
Understandable.
I want to go on record addressing the 3 variances. The first one, that's what it is.
Yeah.
All right, you can't say anything about that. If the second one also stands by itself, whether it's 3 or 4, nothing can be done about that. But the variance for the third one is huge. It's very, very, very large. And there's a significant reduction in that variance going from 4 to 3, which is, I just think the variance is too large. And I would prefer to see it reduced by,
Well, it'll be significant.
25%.
Yeah. Would be a significant reduction.
Have you had conversations with the owner?
Yeah, no, I mean, we were prepared for that. Again, I respect, like you well articulated, it's more of a variance size, so much, and it's a
Right.
stipulation for them. So I do understand that. And I mean, in principle, it really doesn't change the bedroom count or anything. So I think that would be an amicable compromise.
So before adjourning the public hearing, the board should just make sure that there's no one in the audience that wishes to address this application.
Sure.
And then you can adjourn until next month, and the applicant in the interim can provide the revised plans.
Sure, is anybody in the audience that would like to speak in regard to this variance? No, the record shows nobody in the audience. So at this point, we would postpone or close the public hearing.
You have a motion to adjourn the public
Oh,
hearing.
okay. All right, can I ask for a motion
I'll
to
make a
adjourn
motion
the
to
public
adjourn the
hearing?
public hearing to October 8th.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
And just to be clear, what's going to happen on October 8th? We open the public hearing again to,
Well,
Bit
hopefully,
modified.
prior to that time, the applicant will have submitted some plans that you may consider that will have a 3 dwelling unit option instead of a 4. You can have any discussion with the applicant at that time about the plans as modified, but it would be deemed a modified variance, and then you would be in consideration of that variance for 3.
okay.
Yeah, I think we're clear. You guys all set? You clear? Wonderful.
Appreciate you. Sorry about the crossing, not crossing paths on Saturday.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right, so we'll see you on the 8th. Thanks, sure. Have a good night.
Okay, thank you.
All right, B,
So,
I will not be here on the 8th.
You're not here on the 8th?
Right.
Yeah. But they were willing to.
So, make
Yeah.
it-
okay,
Okay.
so,
So
Thank
if
you,
there's
gentlemen.
no further business, then you need a motion to adjourn.
no further business this evening, so can I ask for a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned.